What's up? It's Jad T. Jones. In this video, we're going to talk about how you running to comfort in order to deal with your stress is just breaking you down and destroying you, and a new method that I found to deal with life's challenges that builds me up the more life challenges me. So if you're at a point in your life where you're feeling worn down and you're not sure how much more disappointment or setback you can take, this video is for you, because I'm going to show you an empowering way to deal with the challenges of life that's going to build you with every challenge that comes at you. So let's start with a story. In America somewhere, I forgot the name, but they built this giant artificial, like a greenhouse. So basically it like supposed to simulate the earth, but of course in a dome. Well, a weird thing happened. Like they filled it with plants, trees, and stuff like that. A weird thing happened is some plants and trees just started randomly falling over. And they're like, what's going on? Why are these trees just randomly falling over? And then after some research, they realized that the trees were too weak to carry their own weight, and so they were falling over. Now, why were those trees weak? Because that same tree in nature, as it's growing, it encounters wind. And the wind kind of works it like a muscle, because it has to resist the wind, and so it builds strength, and then it has the strength to carry its own weight. So what they had to add to this artificial atmosphere was wind, was resistance, so that the tree could build that strength in order to carry itself. Well, you and I in life are the same. We need wind, which is adversity, in order to make us stronger. Now, there is an error in today's generation with how today's generation is dealing with challenges. So let's say a girl broke up with you, or you lost some money, or you tried something a bunch of times and it didn't work. Basically, you're disappointed, or you're heartbroken, or you're feeling some kind of negative emotion. What does the typical guy in this day and age do? He feels bad, and so that he comes home and he scrolls on his phone to numb his pain. He watches porn to escape. He eats some junk food. Notice what all these things have in common. Comfort. When you're feeling pain, you're running to comfort. You're using comfort as your tranquilizer to tranquilize that pain that you feel. So drugs, alcohol, cigarettes, vaping, gaming. I'll say excessive gaming because, gaming can be cool, but excessive gaming, hours on Netflix, YouTube, etc. Right? So here's what you need to understand. The way to deal with your pain is not to turn to comfort, because when you turn to comfort, you're just making yourself weaker. So let's say a girl broke up with me and I'm heartbroken. And then I turn to comfort to medicate myself, right? So 1 hour of porn, 2 hours of YouTube, vaping all day. Okay, let's just say that, and drinking 3 beers. At the end of that day, did I become stronger or weaker? Weaker. Now multiply this by 3 months, 90 days. Did I become 90 times stronger or 90 times weaker? Obviously, 90 times weaker, and all those bad habits are going to have a compound effect. So it's probably not 90 times, it's probably more than that. I'm not good at math, but it's going to compound in the negativity. So here's what you need to say to yourself. Let me get this straight. I'm dealing with a terribly difficult challenge in my life, heartbreak. But then what I'm doing is I'm turning around and making myself weaker every day by breaking myself down further using porn, scrolling, compulsive phone use, all these vices. That doesn't make sense, right? So you need to stop doing that. The way to cure pain is through self-inflicted pain. Let's say that again. The way to deal with your pain in life as a man is through exerting on yourself more self-inflicted pain. So when Jad has some bad shit happen in his life, how does he respond? So, let's say I have an argument with my girlfriend, all right? Let's say I have a bad argument and I'm pissed off. What do? I go to the gym, right? I go and I do a workout. I build my body, okay? Let's say if I'm having a hard time just in general in my life, what I'm doing is I'm hitting the gym hard, building myself. That releases emotions, releases my anger, my frustration, while building myself into a better, stronger version of myself. By the time I'm out of the gym, I'm feeling like a new man, right? There's a great saying, the pump is the cure. So when life is hard, I'm turning to something hard to cure myself. I'm not using a tranquilizer. I'm getting fully engaged in my workout. What else am I doing? I'm eating healthy all day. Because if you're not eating healthy, then your workout is useless because you can't transform your body with working out alone. You need the workouts plus the nutrition together. And when I'm eating healthy, am I feeling worse or better? Most people, when they're dealing with a challenge, they use that as an excuse to eat junk. What is junk food going to make you feel? How is that going to make you feel? And how is it going to make you look? Is it going to build you or break you down? It's breaking you down. So Jad is the harder life is, the more Jad is working out, the more Jad is going for walks or runs, the more Jad is tightening up his diet. Why? Because when that wind of life comes at me, how I respond is with positive coping mechanisms. So most of you guys are using negative coping mechanisms that break you down. I respond by using positive coping mechanisms. So here are some coping mechanisms I want you to start using. When shit hits the fan, go do a workout. Clean up your diet. Journal. Pray. Go for walks. Meditate. Okay? Get away from these electronic devices that are sucking the fucking spirit out of you. And instead turn to the things that build you up stronger. Isn't it more logical that the more challenge comes at me, the stronger I get, so that 90 days from now, am I stronger and more able to deal with the challenges or less? I'm 90 times stronger, or like we said, it compounds, so it's even more than that. So, my dear, you are a man. Run away from comfort. Comfort has nothing for you. Use self-inflicted discomfort. And that's what's going to build you. That's what's going to armor you. And that way, life is not going to break you down. Newsflash. Problems aren't going to stop. So you got to find a positive way to deal with them. The more problems come at me, the stronger I get. If you're feeling this conversation, remember, I've got a free community. Well, free for the first 30 days. Link is in the description. We talk all about this kind of stuff. Stay motivated, stay driven, and stay strong as a community of brothers together. I invite you to join the community. You can check it out in the link below.